FragPunk has 15 guns in the game, but which are the best and which are the worst? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video. Before we get to the list, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into the tier list. So the first gun that we are going to look at is going to be the Discipline. Discipline is one of the 2 assault rifles in the game. It does really good damage, has a really fast fire rate. It has a faster fire rate than the other assault rifle, but it does do less damage than the other assault rifle. But it can be very useful from any range, no matter what. And you can also run slightly faster with it compared to the other assault rifle, but you can never go wrong with picking this gun. For that reason, this gun will go in S tier. And next up, we'll talk about the Fever, which is the other assault rifle. It does more damage than the Discipline, but it shoots slower. But once again, you cannot go wrong with using this gun. You run slightly slower with it compared to the Discipline. As you can see down here in the bottom right, the Discipline, you can sprint with 4.6 meters per second. But with the Fever, you run 4.5 meters per second. And the ADS speed is slightly quicker on the Discipline compared to the Fever. But it's not that big of a change. The big difference in the guns is the fire rate and the damage the guns actually do. But either way, no matter which one of these assault rifles that you pick, you will be guaranteed to go crazy with these guns. So with that being said, I'll have to put the Fever in S tier as well with the Discipline. Next, we'll look at the DMRs, and first we're going to look at the Bad Reputation. This gun can one-tap headshot from closer ranges, but then it two-tap headshots is from further ranges. And it takes 3 shots to kill from the body, but it shoots pretty quick. So as long as you are hitting your shots, you'll be able to go crazy with this gun, especially from up close. And then it even does really good damage from further ranges as well, and you will not go wrong with it. The Bad Reputation does do a lot more damage than the other DMR, which is the Bad Moon, but it has less bullets in its mag, and you move slightly slower with it than you do with the Bad Moon, and has a slower fire rate, but it still does not negate how crazy this gun is, and this gun is still definitely going to be an S tier weapon. Now, if you look at the other DMR, the Bad Moon, you can tell it shoots a lot quicker than the Bad Reputation, but it takes a lot more body shots to get kills. It takes 4 body shots to get a kill, and you cannot one-tap headshot. It always will take 2 shots. So you'll definitely want to use the Bad Reputation over the Bad Moon, but it's still not a bad choice because you can still definitely get kills very easily with this gun. So with that being said, the Bad Moon will go in A tier. Next, we're going to look at the Clampdown SMG. The SMG, since the beta, have gotten a buff. The recoil is really like non-existent. I mean, I am able to beam these enemies from way further ranges now compared to where you used to be able to beam them from. The only downside to the Clampdown is that it runs out of ammo quickly in its mag, but it can absolutely shred through enemies as well. Now, compared to the other SMG, which is the Mad Dog, it does have the same amount of bullets in its mag, but it does less damage, but you can move slightly quicker with it. But I think the damage range of it makes it to where the Mad Dog is the better option out of the 2, but this gun is definitely still very viable. So with that being said, this gun will go in A tier. Now, if we look at the Mad Dog SMG, you can see it shoots slightly slower, but it does more damage than the Clampdown, but it does have the same amount of bullets in it as the Clampdown, but you can definitely shred a lot more enemies with this gun due to the more damage that it does. So with that being said, this gun will definitely go in S tier. Next, we are going to look at the shotgun, starting with the Meat Maker. The gun can one-tap from close ranges if you get a good enough of a shot off. It has pretty good range on it as well. Even from right here, you still do half the damage to the enemies with a pretty solid shot. But if you definitely get into the respective range of a shotgun, you can dominate enemies with this gun. This shotgun's more of a pump action compared to the other shotgun, which is an automatic shotgun. But I'd say the Meat Maker is the better shotgun out of the 2, just because of the range that the Meat Maker has compared to the Boom Boom. But as you can see, the damage is absolutely insane if you can hit your solid shots with the shotgun. So even though you won't be able to do anything from insane ranges, it is a shotgun, so it's to be expected. But if you're up close, you will definitely be able to dominate with this gun. And with that being said, we'll put the Meat Maker in S tier. Now, if we look at the Boom Boom, this shotgun shoots a lot quicker than the other one, but its damage range is a lot closer. You cannot do as much from the further ranges compared to the other shotguns, but you can still dominate people with the shotgun. is definitely still viable, especially if you are in the up close perspective range of a shotgun. You can still do crazy damage. You cannot one-tap anyone though, I don't think, but you can still kill people really quickly with this shotgun. You move slightly quicker with this shotgun compared to the meat maker, but the movement differences aren't enough to make them that big of a deal. So with that being said, we're going to put the boom broom in A tier. Next, we're going to look at the LMGs, and first we have the ghost pepper. The ghost pepper has to charge a little bit. If you see under the scope, it has to charge before it can shoot, so it shoots a little slower compared to the other LMG, but the recoil control is literally like non-existent. You can still do insane damage and get insane kills with this LMG, and it has a bunch of bullets in its mag as well, so you are able to go a long time without having to reload your LMG. But you do move really slow with the LMGs, so it'll definitely bring the ghost pepper down to A tier. Now, if we go to the My Way, you don't have to charge up the My Way to shoot it, and it shoots, I think, quicker than the other LMG, but it does run out of ammo quicker because it has half the amount of ammo in it. But I think this LMG is definitely way better than the other one because you are able to move a little quicker with this one, and the reload speed is not that bad on it either. So I think this gun definitely dominates. With that being said, we're going to put the My Way in S tier. Now, if we go to the snipers are absolutely insane in this game. No matter what, it will one-tap headshot no matter how far away you are from the enemy. It can one-tap from the body from close range. Even from this range, it can still one-tap to the body, but then once it gets to the further ranges, it does 130, which is still really good damage. But the fact that the resolver will one-tap headshot no matter what is definitely good enough to make it an S tier gun. Next, we're going to look at the newest gun in the game, which is the High Life. It is another sniper, which it shoots quicker than the resolver, and it can also one-tap headshot no matter what, but its body shot does 120 damage instead of 130. Still one-tap from up close, but you have to be very, very close. But the fact that it does not one-tap body shot, even from decent range, it will definitely go down compared to the resolver because the resolver can one-tap even from medium distances. But even whenever you hip fire with this gun, it shoots 3 bullets at once instead of just 1, and they're in like a vertical pattern. If we shoot at this wall, you can see that the bullets go up from each other, so they're stacked above each other as sort of a diagonal pattern. So you can pretty much turn this sniper into a shotgun if you want. You got to make sure you hit all the shots, and if you do, it can one-tap body shot, but it's still a really good gun. But since I think the resolver is better, we're gonna have to put this gun in A tier. Now we're gonna get to the pistols, and first we're gonna look at the Cure All, which if you hip fire with this gun, it's like a shotgun, so it can do insane damage from hip fire. But then if you ADS, it only shoots 1 bullet, but it can still do crazy damage, especially for a pistol. And this gun is arguably the best pistol in the game, but compared to obviously the primary weapons, this gun will have to go down in the rankings, so we'll put the Cure All in B tier. Next, we're gonna look at the Vicious, which is pretty much the Deagle, and it can one-tap headshot an enemy from really close range, but even if you're at a decent distance, it will do 143 to the head. But you can shoot so quick that even if you don't get the one-tap kill to the head, you can still get the kill pretty quickly. And even if you do body shots, it will 3-tap to the body, but it shoots quick enough to where that shouldn't be that big of a problem. But the simple fact that you can one-tap headshot with this gun is enough to make it another really solid option, especially for a pistol. This is arguably the best pistol in the game as well, so we'll put it at the same tier as the Cure All in B tier. And lastly, we'll look at the Cold Shoulder pistol, which is still a very decent gun. It just takes a lot of shots to kill to the body, especially compared to the other pistols. But if you can hit your shots to the head, then it can shred pretty quickly. But it also doesn't have a lot of bullets in its mag either. So I'd have to say the Cold Shoulder is definitely the worst gun in the game at launch. So with that being said, we'll have to put the Cold Shoulder in C tier. That's it for the tier list. Let me know if you think I got any of the weapons rankings wrong and where you would put these weapons in your list. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see y'all later.